most unique thing about road trips is that although they are a part of our life, they are miraculously capable of representing our life's phenomena from the start to the end. On April 19, I packed my bags, hopped onto my bike, and headed off. I always wanted to go for a very long ride, and what's better than the highways of East that I once knew growing up, I thought. I was longing to get lost in the plains of Tarai, which I was missing pretty badly here in the capital. I had taken a week of leave for this road trip, but I was slacking behind by 6 days and had just 3 more days left, so I had to make these 3 days count. I assured myself that as long as there will be the road ahead of me, I should be good. So I headed off without thinking more. I started my journey from Bhaktapur and went through several cities. By the time it was evening, I reached Lahan and decided to stay the night there in a motel. The next day was even more exciting for a number of reasons, and I kept riding east and jumping cities. That afternoon, I reached Dharan. I was totally exhausted by the time I reached Dharan, so I decided to stay and relax there for a while. I took a stroll around the city, ate ice cream at a totally random place, sat down nearby a bus park, and jotted down some thoughts while watching people catch their buses. And this is what I wrote. Every city feels the same, filled with people and their game. Cities have nothing for me, and neither do I. I am getting tired of jumping cities because it's not what I want. If there was anything that had something for me in this journey, then they were the roads. Roads took me to places I had never been before. Roads took me to landscapes, to green fields, to ponds, to sunflower fields, to barren lands, to riversides, to sunrises and sunsets. And here I am asking myself, what was holding me back, and why it took me so long to get onto this damn trip. Then I had an epiphany. It was all me. I was holding myself back and was waiting for things to happen. I was waiting for things to fall into their places. I felt guilty for living a fast-paced life filled with anxiety, unhealthy habits, meaningless communication, and existence. It was bitter to know the truth, but still, better late than never. This trip gave my expectations a chance to meet the realities, and the realities were amused to see my expectations. I learned that it's easy to fool yourself in the rush, but you can always find your true self when you set yourself free from everything. I realized how powerful the idea of minimalism, simple living, and self-awareness is, and how much potential it had for me. I became starstruck. At that moment, I knew I had to slow things down and get back to my roots. And sometimes, to do that, all you need to do is to sit down. And I sat there, next to the road, reminiscing about past, trying to comprehend future, and asking silly questions to myself. The point being, it's easy to lose connection with your roots and the grasp on reality because of those shiny, flashy, and loud things that suppresses your inner voice from being heard. So take a deep breath and a moment for yourself. Lower all your expectations to get rid of anxiety by letting all the non-essential things go away. Allow yourself to heal, forgive your mistakes, forgive others' mistakes, and move on with your life. And if possible, start with a clean slate. They say the best time to plant a tree was 40 years ago, and the next best time is right now. So you better get started with whatever you wanted to ever begin with in the first place. This way, you can have anything you want in life, but remember, you cannot want everything you want. It's tricky, but that's how it works. And all it took me to realize these things was a 790 kilometers long 3-day solo journey to the east, which, to be honest, did bust my ass, but it was worth it. And I I still have more questions growing day by day on my head, seeking for more meaning and clarity. Perhaps time might come for another solo trip, sooner than expected, towards West.
So we finally made it to